Hi everyone, Dr. Vicky here, speaking to you from the Seeds of Transformation Healing Center. I was just sitting here doing my horoscopes for next month and listening to some, YouTube and working on charts and different things. And the idea of doing a chakra reading on Donald Trump came to mind, so I decided to do it. So I'm going to share it with you. I'm going to use the Rider Waite Deck, and I'm also going to use the transparent tarot to get maybe a further look into what I'm seeing in the cards. So let me sorry about the camera work. I'm just going to apologize right up front because this is where everything started. Just this is as good as it gets. All right. Let's see if I can do that. Let's see, that should work. Okay. So the first card I pick, I always pick the seven chakras, the seven major chakras, starting with the root. And in the root, this is the card that I got, the Emperor. Okay. So the root is our sense of how we stand on the earth. It's connected to our families. It's a survival um, energy, and we have the Emperor. And so he stands on the earth as the Emperor, the most powerful man um, on the planet, I suppose, right? Um, and there he stands. And the interesting thing is that the Emperor card is an Aries energy. You see, I have a little Aries symbol there. Um, and so Aries, what's in Aries right now is Chiron and Eris, and they're conjunct. And the thing about Chiron, first of all, Chiron is the wound of identity, the wound of bullying, the wound of um, not an inability to accept yourself for who you are, aligns with Eris, the goddess of discord, the goddess who um, upsets the apple cart because she's not really into elitism. Okay. Um, and so we have those two planets, or those two planets in Aries at this time, and Neptune. But Neptune is about to uh, fall back into Pisces on the 22nd. I'm doing this reading on the 16th, I think. Hold on. I don't even know what day it is. It's probably a bad sign. Is that October? Yeah, so today's the 16th. It's Thursday. Um, all right. So as it stands now, Neptune is still in Pisces. So then I went to his sacral chakra. Your sacral chakra is the one associated with your feelings. It's the water chakra. It deals with relationships. It's the place of sex, money, and power. Um, and it's interesting because this is the card that came up for that. Okay. That is the Four of Swords. It's a card of rest and recuperation often. Some people see it as a death card, major arcana death card, perhaps I've heard it called. And it's very possible. It's very possible that that's the case. But what it says to me is that even though he stands on the earth as, I guess, technically the most powerful person on the earth, his own sense of personal power, which you get from that sacral chakra, is not there. It's empty. It's sort of void. It's a void energy. The next chakra is the solar plexus, and the solar plexus is my will be done, right? The individual says, this is my will be done. This is the solar plexus is associated with personal will, battles of wills. Now, just to keep in mind that Donald Trump's soul vibration in his numerology is the tower, and this is the chakra that the tower sits in. So this is where his soul sits, okay? And this is the card that I selected, or that was selected, and we have the magician. So the magician is about focused intention. So he has a powerful will. He wants what he wants, and he doesn't care how he gets it, who he hurts, or any of that. He is a very strong-willed individual. And so his his standing, we'll say, on the earth, the emperor, powerful, also abundant. There's an abundance to that, right? He's made a lot of money so far in this presidency. Um, we'll see where that goes and what that means. But his relationships, his emotions, vacant. His will, very strong. The next chakra is the heart chakra. Is the heart chakra. And in the heart, let me just see here. I got this. The chariot. The chariot. Of course, the heart chakra is a relationship chakra. It's about love. And then, of course, all the chakras are associated with different parts of the body as well, different systems of the body, different organs, different things like that. So this is the heart. This is the veritable heart. And we see that its chariot is about rapidity or rapidness, rapid shifts, rapid change, rapid moving forward. If I was going to look at this from maybe a more medical perspective, I might see a racing heart, maybe a tachycardia or something like that. Maybe some difficulty with the rhythm, or it's speeding up, or he's getting excited and it's speeding up, right? So it could be because he gets, um, uh, he watches Jimmy Kimmel or something, and then his heart rate goes up. Okay. Um, but it is about moving forward. And I feel in his way, and I just want to say, let me do a caveat on this. We are dealing with a malignant narcissist who is convinced that his way is that his reality is the reality. And as far as he's concerned, his reality is pretty damn good. So if his reality is good, your reality must be good by extension, because he is the most important person, and so if he's okay, then everybody else is okay, right? So we will just put that caveat out there. Like, that's his narcissism, right? But I think he truly believes in his heart that he's on the right path. He's on the right path. Okay? Now, this is his throat chakra. His throat chakra. And this is the card. His wish is everybody else's command. He has all the cups. He has his MAGA hat. He's got his legs spread wide open, like he likes to sit. He's got his hands folded over his chest, like he likes to sit. Right? There he is in all his glory, in all his overindulgence. And this card can sometimes be laziness and idleness, this card, okay? So there's a certain lazy quality about this card. It is getting your wishes coming true, but I mean, once your wishes all come true, what do you have? You don't have any more wishes. It's not really a good place to think when you think about it. But that's where his throat is at. This throat is his ability to communicate. So he is communicating just how fantabulous and all the things he has and how much power he has. Again, it's really just talking about himself. And then we have the third eye. And the third eye is our ability to see patterns. Our third eye is our psychic sense. Now, I want to say that in his numerology, he has his shadow in this chakra. He has his shadow in Hokmah. On the Tree of Life, Hokmah is connected to the planet Uranus, and we know that he is a Uranian energy. And Hokmah is associated with the divine masculine. His shadow happens to be a 37-1, which is the King of Cups. So dominion over your feelings, he doesn't have that. it's a one. And so when you have a one shadow, sometimes it comes up as not knowing who you are, not having a sense of identity, or assuming that you are the only thing in the world, that you are God, right? A God complex. Okay. So we know which one he sort of is on. And we also know that his father was a very influential figure in his life, especially around his ability to wound his son, and F him up, really, right? So we'll take that in consideration. And this is the card I got for his third eye. The card the card that describes abuse of power. Abuse of power. This is swords. These are cruel words. This is cruelty is the point. And nobody wants to play with this guy anymore. Everybody's turning their back on him and moving away because nobody wants to play. And he sees this. He does see this. And it's just going to make him meaner, I think. I think it's just going to make him meaner. But he is watching people turn his back on them, and he is not going to do well with that. Okay. However, this card on the Tree of Life is located in a place called Gabura, and Gabura is the place of instant karma. So the meaner he gets, the faster he goes, so to speak. Okay, and this is his crown chakra. His crown chakra is his connection to source, his connection to spirit. We have the Ten of Cups. Now, the Ten of Cups can be also be a lot of emotion and feeling, and there can be an imaginary quality to it. So this could be him convinced of his alternate reality. Okay, um, but he's in the cups. He's in the cups up there now. It's almost like, this card is the crown is your connection to source. It's like, I don't need a connection to source. I have everything that I want right here, right? He's not the most connected in that way, I think, even after his near death experience. Okay. Now, I did that, and then I said, let me put the cards, and this I got this inspiration from Ona, so we'll give her the credit for this. Putting the cards on top of the cards like this. And it was her generosity that I have this deck. So thank you, Ona. Um, so here we have his root. Now remember, this is his relationship to his family. This is his standing on the earth. This is sort of how he sits on the earth. And what I wanted to do is I wanted to use these transparent tarot cards and get a little deeper into this. Obviously, he's the president of the United States. That's what everybody agrees upon, so that's who he is. Um, and we're still a powerful nation. So even though he's messing us up big time, we're still a powerful nation. And so we are respected. We're respect. Well, I don't know if we're respected, but maybe we're feared because of our soul, our army. But he's messing that up too. So like, I don't know what they're worried about. But um, so for all intents and purposes, as we stand on the earth, he is powerful. This is the card that I pulled to go over that. Okay, and as I understand it, you line them up, you line it up, and we have the Six of Cups. Now, the Six of Cups is about nostalgia, 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 nostalgia. Did I say that right? And we can see that as we sit here, it's on his left side. This looks to me like a mother and child figure. The sixes are in Tippereth on the Tree of Life. Tippereth is always around, always deals with children, childhood. And so I think part of his issue is that he didn't feel like he was nurtured enough as a child, and that is the root of his need to be the king of the world. Is his lack of nurturance. He's seeing it as a lack of nurturance. It's in his head. It's on the right side of his body. This side on the tree of life, this would be Baina. This would be the area of Baina, and that's the divine, and that's the feminine. That's the power of the feminine. And so I see his need to be the king of the world as compensation for perhaps not feeling like he received enough. Now I'm going to just pull this card off because if you look at it, um, he has one, two, three, 4 cups, and his mother here is holding 2 cups. So he did get plenty. He did get plenty, but obviously not enough in his estimation. All right. His sacral, and let's see, how should I do this? Because I'm gonna run out of space. Okay. His sacral chakra, the one that I said was vacant. So no libido either, because that's a libido place. Not that you really want to know that, but I'm telling you, no libido. And what do we have over it? The Hermit card. The Hermit card. It's like he's under the mountains here. Let me show you the card. Maybe I'll do it this way. It's a little hard because it's so, right? There's the Hermit card. And when we put it over this, it's like he's buried. He's already buried. It's like he's under the earth already. And this is his gut. This is his gut. Yeah. All right. The solar plexus, remember we had the magician. This is one of his most powerful chakras in his tree. And we get the Gemini card. The Gemini card. He is a master of separation. But ultimately, I feel like that separation is going to bring us back together. He is a Gemini. Gemini is the pinnacle of duality. And perhaps because this is where his soul lies, this is his soul's purpose to a certain extent. To separate us so that we can come back together. That is the energy of Gemini. His heart chakra, let me just move these aside. Sorry about that. I'll do this. I think this is the best way. His heart chakra, remember we have the Chariot. I said maybe he has some tachycardia. Tachycardia. And this is the card that we're going to put over it. It's the Two of Wands. The Two of Wands. Now, if we put this on top, we see that these two people, it's like they're opening a space here, opening a doorway. Is that a doorway to leave his mortal coil behind, perhaps? Maybe that's the next step for his heart. Very interesting, right? So something is cracking open in him. And it seems to be that the people around him, I think actually what come to me just now is the people around him are trying their best to make it exactly the way he wants, but he's so out of control, there's just not enough space for it. That's what that looks like to me. His throat chakra, remember we had this card for his throat, getting his wishes. My MAGA hat card. And we have um, the Ace of Cups. I will show you separate, which I should have done first. Is the Ace of Cups. And we do that. Right over, right? Um, this is, it's just more of this, more of speaking about how wonderful I am. You know, the best salesmen, I assume, are trying to sell themselves on something, right? This is the third eye, remember, the third eye. And this is abuse of power. Remember, I said that this is Gabura, and that this is this is cruelty, and nobody wants to play with you anymore, right? But um, it is in a place on the tree of life where we do have instant karma. And this is the card that came to cover it. Oh, I see that. I can do it that way. That's a good idea. Okay. We'll put it right on top. And even though he has all the swords, we have a lion that in one bite can cut him in half, right? So this to me, this is a Leo energy. But this is also the 8 energy, right? And the 8 is about as you sow, so shall you reap. So this is karma coming right at his third eye, and he's seeing it. And then we have his happy life in his crown. And this is the card that I selected. And there we go. The sun. The sun is about illumination. And what I think this could be is maybe a realization or an illumination. Um, it's interesting that the sun in this deck has a feminine face. And it's like Mother Goddess is looking at him and saying, it's not nice to fool Mother Nature. But what I think, the first thing I thought when I saw these two cards together was that his illusions will be illuminated. His illusions will be illuminated. People are going to see him for who he is. And the enemy within, I guess. They're going to get to meet the enemy within. And the enemy within Donald Trump is Donald Trump. And that's what he's trying to destroy. He might just succeed. He might just succeed. Let me put this, oh, sorry. Are you dizzy yet? I am. So that's what I see. Fascinating, right? All right. Well, let me know if you enjoyed this. I will see you again soon. Take care, everyone. Have a great day. Much love. Namaste.